Another week, another pair of qualifiers for the final of Melodifestivalen 2017, and two more to Andra Chansen. This week was crazy. We made predictions, things went bananas, and it is time to talk about it. Sammy, are you ready?
Let's
do
this.
We will try to stay calm and ordered and discuss these one by one. First qualifier is Robin Bengtsson. I don't think there's any surprise here. The staging was on point. For 45 seconds, he wasn't even on the stage. He was walking down a hallway. People were handing him mics. He looked amazing with his hair kind of slicked back, very styled. And then when he got on that stage, he and his dancers worked some crazy choreography, smooth, suave, on a treadmill. I can't do that stuff standing still, let alone while moving. I think it really elevates the song. The song itself isn't my cup of tea. I see why people would love it. It is memorable, but the staging makes it very special. And after he performed, it was very clear he was going through. I think it's deserved.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it was the best performance of the this heat. I didn't like the song either that much. I think Consolation Prize is much better, and I'm still sad that it didn't do better than placed fifth, because I think that song was one of the best ones in the Melodifestivalen final last year. I don't think Robin will win it because the song is not that strong. It's okay song, but I think the chorus is really weak. The chorus is basically just repeating the same words. But I think the performance was really good. It was, of course, planned, but it wasn't too perfect. I think they had it was nice to watch them on the treadmills and all that kind of stuff. I think again, it wasn't my favorite song, but it wasn't a surprise that he went to the final. Of course, people remember him from last year, and of course, it was really good staging. If I would change something, I really like the first part of the 45 seconds, because we've seen that we have seen it Eurovision, we have seen it on big award shows, some artists have done it before, so it's not a really new idea, and maybe it took some of the the energy of the performance. It really the speed kicked off when he went to stage, and all the audience were going crazy after that. So I don't know if that's good thing. I don't think they will change it, but I didn't like that much. But I think it was really deserved qualifier from this heat.
Yeah, for a while I thought he wasn't headed to the stage, but to a toilet with all those dancers. Just kidding. We move on to the next qualifier, and I think many people will be very surprised. It's Owe Thörnqvist, the 87-year-old crooner, perhaps best known for a song about hot dogs from several decades ago. He appeared on stage with hot dogs, and he kind of stood in place while dancers and backing vocalists provided the movement that he can't. I didn't enjoy the song. I mean, it's called the Boogieman Blues, first point. I don't like blues. I'm not really into the boogeyman. That shit scares me. So yeah, I wasn't feeling the song, but there is something very sweet and tender about this oldest of competitors coming out and doing his thing. And we said in our preview video that he could surprise because of that sentimental vote. And he did it. I mean, Bella and Philippa, the two girls who were against him, for the final announcement, they had hope in their eyes, but I was just thinking, girls, y'all are dead, as a duck in hot water, because he's got this. I thought it was interesting that Hasse Anderson allowed him to sing that extended song during, the voting break. Voting was still going on, correct?
Yeah, I think it was, yeah.
And that could have won him a lot of sympathy votes, because he got a lot of camera time. But maybe it didn't matter. Maybe he was so far ahead, they knew he was going through anyways. In any event, Sammy, what do you think?
It wasn't the best song. It wasn't the best performance. And I think the most votes what went to Owe's way were sympathy votes. And I think, like I said in the previous video, he was playing on the same ideas that he actually had success in, I don't know, 50s or 60s or something. The hot dog, really, the sound was really similar to what he's done before. And of course, he had some hits, and he is Swedish. Everyone knows him in Sweden. I assume. I don't know him, but maybe they do. And I was surprised. I must say I was surprised because, of course, last week we had Roger Pontare. The week before that we have Charlotte Borelli. So everyone know them as well. And I don't know why they like Ove better. Maybe the song was more it was for everyone more than Rocker Pontare. Rocker Pontare's song was maybe for people who like this kind of nature kind of stuff. But this song was really, it was danceable. I didn't dance to it, but I can see people really being happy and have joy. But again, Melodifestivalen should be Eurovision selection, and they should put the best songs to the final that they think should do well in Eurovision as well. And they don't send this to Eurovision, so I don't know why they have to put this in the final. I'm happy for him, but I'm not happy for actually the quality of the final.
Yeah, I'm happy for him, but not for the ex who got eliminated at their expense. I must say, your point is interesting about Roger and Charlotte Perrelli. I think Charlotte and Roger both went for what they considered serious art or serious music, whereas Owe knows Boogieman Blues is a bit silly, and it's just meant to be fun, so it had more appeal. He got that kind of tender, sweet vote. This should not go to Eurovision. It will not go to Eurovision. Thank God for international juries. Now, the Andra Chansen acts. Number 1, we have Anton Hagman. He, of course, is a YouTube star, very good looking, serving that Shawn Mendes realness. I think with YouTubers, songs often sound unpolished and unfinished, and that's their appeal, but he's managed to kind of bridge the gap. His song was singer-songwriter E, but it also had polish, and it was pop and mainstream. He looked very good on stage. I think the jacket's really cheesy, writing the title of the song, on the jacket. I don't even remember. What is it? Goodbye to You?
Kiss You Goodbye.
Kiss You Goodbye. There you go. It didn't work. I don't remember it. I would ditch that. But, he can stand alone and still command the stage. I think this is a weak semifinal. I think in any other semifinal, he wouldn't have gotten through. I cannot remember the melody right now. All I can remember is his smile and his even skin tone and his cheekbones. Notice I'm not mentioning the song.
Actually, for me, it was one of the best songs of the round. I think it was really modern. It was really radio hit kind of song. Like everyone, we have this on radio. Anton, of course, he's a good-looking boy, and I think most of the votes went to him because of that. But I can see this actually going to final from Andra Chansen. Of course, it depends who against he gets. But I think the song is actually strong enough to go to final. I didn't like the staging. I thought that, again, just like Lisa Ajax last week, he also had most of the LED screens was him playing guitar, him smiling, and it was really trying to get the teenage girls to vote for him. But that wasn't really necessary because I thought that the song was good enough, and I'm happy that he's through to Andra Chansen at least.
I'm glad he beat Bella and Philippa because I was worried that having both of these guitar-y songs in the same heat would hurt him, but he was clearly the better act, and Sweden agreed. Now, the other act in Andra Chansen is the FO&O, the group formerly known as the Foo Conspiracy and as the Foo, but now with one less O after somebody done quit. This was not good. I, in the preview video, had hope, but I'm sorry, this was harking back to Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, NSYNC, and they can dance and they can sing, yes, but this just felt like we've seen it before, we've seen it done better. You can stand on a spaceship and go into the rafters, but if the song is bad, the song is still bad, it just happens to be on a spaceship. I think the teen girl vote would have got them through. I'm sure they do have a very big young fan base, and those people use the app and vote. This is just a little predictable and underwhelming, actually, because they were discovered by Bieber and his manager, so you would expect them, with such backers behind them, to have bam, pow. They've sold out Friends Arena before, then they show up with this. Yeah, not a fan.
Yeah, it was really lazy. The song was just like typical boy band album track. Just like I said before, it wasn't really a song that would actually light up the arena. It was really boring. It was really, of course they could dance, but again we saw better boy bands doing the same stuff. Not maybe in Melodifestivalen. I think in Melodifestivalen they didn't have a good boy band since EMD. I think EMD was really good in 2009, and since that all the boy bands haven't been that good. Like Youngblood, it was really, I didn't like Youngblood at all in 2012, and I think FO&O deserved to actually go to Andra Chansen instead of going to final. If I would choose, they wouldn't be in the Andra Chansen either, because it was really lazy. I think they were playing, they knew that they have the fans, and they were trusting them that anything they bring to Melodifestivalen, the fans will vote for them. But of course, they didn't vote because they didn't go to final. And I'm not seeing this doing well in the Andra Chansen either. Or if they get final, I think they will be. It will be the one of the last spots there, like just like JTR.
JTR.
Yeah, they did well in the semi-final. They get to the final, but then in the final nobody even remembered them, and they placed last or second to last or something like that. I was really disappointed because we had our hopes and the hype was really around them in the semi-final, and then they bring something like this. I think they should be ashamed of themselves. If they come back, they should bring a much better song than this.
Hogwarts has spoken. I will not disagree. All right. In fifth place was the duo of YouTube stars Bella and Philippa. We mentioned this in the previous video, but this was very Christian missionary. You know, they had this extended metaphor about loving someone. I think that man is Jesus, because they talk about baptism, they talk about religion, I think they even talk about conversion. Look, it was fine. It was fine. You know, the move from YouTube star to Melfest star, they've handled it pretty well. I'm not sure they'll be back, at least not with this sound, because the sound is just a bit predictable and it's not high impact enough, but it was very pleasant and they sounded very nice and they looked very nice. I thought the background, again, going back to religious imagery, the clouds, the sun, it was very Scientology in a way. But hey, maybe that's their market. Maybe they're going to be like the hottest Christian pop folk band in Sweden.
Yeah, on the same genre, I think Anton was much better than this, and I don't get the lyrics. They didn't make any sense. There were of course some lyrics like baptized and crucified, and they didn't make any sense on the context. Like I didn't get them. I don't know what they were trying to say, and of course the song was written by the girls and their father, and it was really in the family, so I don't know, maybe they had some good ideas but they didn't know how to put them through. I can't see them having that much career in like pop music industry, because this wasn't a song that actually could do well in charts. Maybe they will change their music style after Melodifestivalen, but I don't think that is happening. I think I wasn't surprised that they didn't make it through, but just like you said before, they had hope in their eyes, and that was so sweet. But I was sure that they wouldn't beat Owe to go to the final.
Oh, it's Owe. I've been saying Owe. Forgive me. In sixth place, to me, this is the biggest tragedy of the night. It is Jasmine Cora. She finished second in the audience poll. You know, during the dress rehearsals last night, you wrote about this. I had high expectations. I saw the performance today. It was amazing. This had the best staging of the night. Woman in red, pleather head to toe. She looked like some kind of sorceress. The woman in red from Game of Thrones, but more musical. She was owning that stage. She was in a whirlpool of smoke, you know, and she owned that. She was like the sorceress spinning it around. She turned the stage into a runway. She had Sanna Nielsen lights shooting up from Undo. This was stunning. The song was fantastic live. The song is better than the studio version. This is a song I'm going to download, and this is a song I'm going to listen to. This is a song I would actually pay to listen to. I do not know why she did not go through. I know she missed like one camera angle on the live stream, but that's just one camera angle. Overall, this was so strong. This was better than the FO&O. This was better than Anton. This was better than Owe. I'm just in shock right now. I feel really bad for Jasmine because she is my queen.
Yeah, the only good thing I found about this is that we actually get the song now. We can listen to it after the show is over, or what, like we can. It's in Spotify and iTunes and all of that. I was really sad as well because I wasn't feeling the 1 minute clip, but when I heard the full song, I was loving it. And I think Jasmine is really good artist. She knows what she is doing. She has her own style, and she was good on the stage. I don't think the performance was it was nice, but there wasn't much going on. I think there should have been some something to grab our attention. I think that is the reason why people didn't vote for it, because it wasn't, even it was a really good song. I think it wasn't memorable enough. But I really hope that Jasmine will come back with even better songs. Just like if you think about Loreen just made it to Andra Chansen in 2011 and then came back with Euphoria in 2012. So maybe Jasmine can do better next year if she comes back. I really hope, because I really like this kind of music. I really like her, and I'm really sad that she finished sixth not even like fifth, because that would be much better, but sixth, like going out on the first round. It was, I don't know what was going on with the Swedish public.
They just hate beautiful women, apparently. Her beauty is too much for them. Her voice is too much for them. Her stage, in any event. Continuing the trend, we go to Krista Siegfrids, another blonde bombshell and our dear friend here on wiwibloggs. The two of us just saw her at UMK a few weeks ago. You know, to be totally honest, the song is not that good. I think her music is way better than this. I think she is a fantastic singer. Let's talk about the positives. Visually, she looked great. She turned the stage into a runway. The kaleidoscope effect was fantastic. She hit her camera angles. She looked confident. She looked happy. Everything was joyous and great except for the song. It just felt a little slouchy. You know, it was electro lounge and it just felt slouchy. You know, it was going for that contemporary sound, and there's a lot of music like this right now. But my problem is all that music tends to sound the same, and I kind of just wish she had returned and claimed her throne as the queen of Schlager, because Charlotte Perrelli's clearly out of that game now, so Krista can step in and take it. But, you know, this doesn't dim her light. We still love her. We still think she's amazing. I still love her music. I'm still going to download her music. The song, though, the song didn't spin my world, and I hate to say that because I love her, but this is the reality.
Yeah, I think it was even really lazy song. It wasn't like, it didn't make me dance. It just was, I was like looking at Krista like, oh my god, she's so beautiful. I love her performance, but the song, it didn't go anywhere. It was just, it didn't have the catchy chorus or really good like EDM Eurodance music breakdown like some like Jasmine's song had. And I feel so bad for Krista because she is clearly trying. She really wants to go to other areas than Finland, because in Finland she had singles. The music it's not selling here, so she's really trying to do something else. And I think this is not the way to do it. I think she should sing in English. She should do something more, just like not something like Marry Me, but maybe something like On and Off and all those kind of more modern songs. I don't know why she did better last year than this year, because I think this song is better than Faller, but maybe Faller was more for Swedish people than this. This was more for everyone than the Swedish audience. And I really hope that Krista will become a big star one day, because she is really good, and the Swedish people just, I don't know if they get it or if they don't want to vote for Finnish woman, but I don't know. I didn't like it as much and I wanted to, but I'm really sad that she didn't do better than this.
Oh, I still listen to Faller. When I have to go to work and I don't feel like it, this is a song I put on. It makes me happy. There's something about it that's just happy and bright. I say get the girl to America. She speaks perfect English. She's a blonde bombshell. She can sing. Get her to Canada, get her to North America. We will appreciate her, or my people will appreciate her and make her rise like a phoenix. This is not the end. This is the beginning. It's fine. She's going to be okay. Doesn't she have a song like that too? She's going to be okay. In any event, that is what we think. What do you think? Are you surprised by tonight's results? Do you want to see Owe in the final? Should Jasmine be there, or at least an Andra Chansen? What did you think of Krista's last place finish, which has us sad? Let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And remember to like the video and also subscribe to our channel. We have lots of Melodifestivalen videos coming up next week as well, so look forward to them.
Yeah. Oh, and download our new app. It's in the Google Store. It's in the Apple Store. It's free. We're not charging y'all, but we are giving away a trip to Ukraine. So download for your chance to win. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.